Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, your cozy place to learn easy English through real life conversations. I'm Fatma.
And I am Hasan. And before we talk about anything, I want to ask you one simple question.
Oh, we are starting dangerous today. Go on.
So, how many times did you want to say something? The words were ready in your head, but you stayed completely silent because you thought, what will they think of me?
Yeah, you felt your heartbeat faster, right? You checked every word in your mind. You imagined people judging, laughing, thinking you were not smart, not interesting, too much, or too weird. So you smiled, you nodded, you pretended everything was fine. But inside, you were screaming, I want to talk. I want to say something.
And then later in the bus or in your bed, you replay the moment like a movie and think, why did I say nothing? I had something to say.
And of course, in the shower, you suddenly find the perfect words. You give a full, powerful speech to the shampoo bottle.
Yes, best speech of your life, if and only the soap is listening.
If this is you, do not go anywhere. This episode is exactly for you.
Right. Today we're talking about how to stop caring so much what other people think so you can finally use the voice that is already living inside you.
And not only your voice. Think about it. You do this when you want to dress differently, when you want to say no, when you want to post something honest, when you want to try something new. Your first question is not, do I like this? It is, what will they think of me?
Yes, if you're tired of living like that, tired of feeling small in your own life, stay with us.
Yeah, take a breath. Think of that last moment when you stopped yourself because of what will they think? And keep it in your mind. Because in this episode, we're going to gently break that fear, one honest story at a time. And do not worry, this is a B1 level episode. So if you are intermediate, it's perfect for you.
Yes, B1 level. And if you are A2, you can still listen. If some parts feel difficult, it's okay. You can always listen again and you'll catch more the second time.
Your job is simple. Relax, listen, and let the English and the ideas move through you. You don't have to understand every word. You just have to stay with us.
And maybe if I'm brave today, I will stop asking Fatima after we record, do I sound strange?
Yes, he really does that. So if you feel nervous about your English, you are definitely not alone.
Yes, we want this episode to feel like you were sitting with two friends, one who already crossed this bridge and one who is crossing it with you right now.
And while you listen, you'll hear a lot of real-life English. If some words run away, let them go. Your brain is clever. It's already trying to connect the words with the story. Yes, and near the end, we will also do a calm word tour. We'll take some of the strongest words and expressions from this episode and explain them in simple English with clear examples, so you can use them too. And if you like learning this way, with real conversations and real feelings, please subscribe to our channel and tap like on this episode. It really helps more learners find us. Right. And after you listen, tell us in the comments, in which moment do you think the most about what people will think if you speak in English? In class, at work, with family, with native speakers, online? And tell us if you are more like Team Fatima, who remembers the fear but chooses to speak anyway, or Team Hasan, who makes 10 jokes in a row so nobody sees he's nervous.
All right, take one deep breath.
Think about the last moment when you stayed quiet instead of speaking English. Hold that moment in your mind, because in this episode, we're going to slowly change what that moment means to you.
All right, without further ado,
Let's jump in. So, today the topic is something we all have to do many times in life: how to introduce yourself. But here's the thing. Even a simple introduction can make our hearts race if we care too much about what others think.
Exactly, Fatma. When I first moved to a new city for work, I had to introduce myself in meetings. My mind would go blank. I kept thinking, what if I say something silly? What if my accent sounds strange? So I stayed quiet and let others speak first.
I know that feeling so well. Many English learners freeze when they have to say their name, where they're from, or what they do. The fear of judgment stops them before they even open their mouth. But today, we're going to change that together. Let's start with why introducing yourself matters so much. In real life, whether it's a new job, a language class, a party, or even online, the first words you say create a first impression. But here's the secret. People are usually more worried about themselves than judging you. That's so true, Hasan. I remember my first English conversation club. I was terrified. My hands were sweating. When it was my turn, I said my name so quietly that nobody heard me. I felt so small. But the next time, I tried something different. I smiled first, took a slow breath, and spoke a bit louder. Suddenly, people smiled back.
See? A small change in how you feel inside can change everything outside.
So, how do we begin an introduction without feeling nervous? Keep it simple and natural. You don't need perfect sentences. Start with your name and a warm smile. Something like, "Hi, I'm Fatma. Nice to meet you."
Yes. And if you want to add a little more, you can say where you're from or what brings you here. For example, "Hi everyone, I'm Hassan. I'm from Patna in India, and I'm here to improve my English and meet new people."
Notice how we keep it friendly and positive? That energy helps other people feel comfortable too. When you focus on making them comfortable, you forget to worry about yourself. Now let's talk about common situations. At work or in a meeting, you might say, "Hello, my name is Hassan. I'm the new marketing assistant. I'm really excited to be part of the team." In a language class or social event, you can be more relaxed. "Hi, I'm Fatma. I love learning languages and traveling. What about you?" This way, you invite the other person to speak, and the conversation flows naturally.
The key is don't try to sound impressive. Try to sound real. People connect with real much more than with perfect.
But what if your mind goes blank in the middle? That happens to everyone, even native speakers. When I feel stuck, I use simple connectors like, "well, you know," or "basically." They give you a second to think.
Exactly. For example, "Hi, I'm Hassan. I work in IT. Well, actually, I'm still studying, but I'm hoping to find a good job soon." It sounds natural and honest.
Honesty is powerful. When you're a bit nervous and you admit it gently, people usually respond with kindness instead of judgment. Let me share a funny story. Last year, I joined an online English speaking group. When it was my turn to introduce myself, I completely forgot the word hobby. I said, "I like, doing things with my hands, like cooking." Everyone laughed, but in a good way. One girl said, "I love cooking too." That mistake actually started a nice conversation. See? Mistakes are not the end of the world. Sometimes they become the beginning of connection. If you stop caring so much about being perfect, you open the door for real friendships. Another important tip: prepare 3 short versions of your introduction. Have a 1-sentence version for quick meetings, a 3-sentence version for classes, and a longer one for interviews or deeper conversations.
That's smart. For the short one, "Hi, I'm Hassan from India. I enjoy learning English and meeting kind people."
For the medium one, you can add, "I've been studying English for 2 years now, and I still get nervous when I speak, but I'm getting better every day."
People love when you show your human side. It makes you more relatable.
Now, let's talk about body language, because it matters as much as your words. Stand or sit straight, make gentle eye contact, and smile. Even if you feel shy inside, your body can tell a confident story. I used to look at the floor when introducing myself. Now I look at people's faces, not just their eyes, if that feels too strong. It changes how they see me and how I feel about myself.
And speak slowly. When we're nervous, we speak too fast. Slowing down gives you control and makes your English sound clearer and more confident.
What about introducing yourself in English when English is not your first language? Many learners worry their accent will make people think less of them. But most native speakers actually find different accents beautiful and interesting. True. I once met a man from Brazil who had a strong accent. He introduced himself with so much warmth that I immediately liked him. His accent didn't matter. His energy did. So instead of trying to hide your accent, own it. It's part of your story. It shows you're brave enough to learn something new.
Let's practice together in our minds. Imagine you're at a new place. Take a deep breath. Say your name clearly. Add one thing you enjoy. Then ask the other person a simple question. That's it. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up. Yes. And if you make a mistake, just smile and continue. Say something like, "Sorry, let me say that again." It shows confidence, not weakness.
Remember, every time you introduce yourself, even when you feel scared, you become a little bit stronger. That fear gets smaller with practice.
All right, now it's time for our calm word tour. Let's look at some useful expressions from today. First, go blank. It means your mind suddenly forgets everything. Example, when the teacher called my name, my mind went blank. Second, first impression. The opinion people form when they meet you for the first time. Example, a warm smile helps create a good first impression. Third, own it. To accept something about yourself with confidence. Example, don't hide your accent. Own it.
And show up, to appear and take part even when it's difficult. Example, the best way to improve is to show up and speak, even if you feel nervous.
Great. Try to use one of these this week when you introduce yourself.
We've reached the end of this episode. We hope you feel a little lighter and braver about introducing yourself now. Remember, the goal is not to sound perfect. The goal is to connect.
Yes. Next time you have a chance to introduce yourself, take that deep breath, smile, and let your real voice come out. We believe in you.
Thank you so much for listening with an open heart. If this episode helped you even a little, please share it with a friend who also wants to speak more freely.
And don't forget to tell us in the comments. When was the last time you introduced yourself in English? How did it go?
We read every comment, and we can't wait to hear your stories. Until next time, keep practicing, keep showing up, and be kind to yourself.
Take care, everyone. This is Fatma.
And Hasan.
Signing off. See you soon.